Hello everybody, and welcome back to HiveSwap Friendsim. Today we'll be playing Volume 3 of Ladies Grey and Lucy White. Putting one foot in front of the other, you continue on through this strange alien world. Just when you think stuff is beginning to make sense, it all slips between your fingers and becomes even stranger and more alien. There does, however, seem to be one thing that remains constant through all planets and walks of life. That thing is friendship. You are on the prowl for more, and it would perhaps be wise to stay with one of your wonderful new friends until you are fully healed. But as Martha Stewart said, visitors, like fish, begin to smell after 3 days. Ooh, I'm pretty positive Martha Stewart said that. Nevertheless, you soldier on in your endless quest for companionship. Where will your travels take you next? Ah, two lovely ladies. Let's select Skylla Koriga. She looks like a cowgirl. As dawn approaches, you find yourself heading out of the big city and into the rustic outskirts. Ooh, I like her music. It's cowgirl music. Man, the sun sure is bright on this planet. It's rising over the crest of the distant hills, a huge fiery ball. The later it gets, the bigger and bigger it grows. Way bigger than you've ever seen the sun on Earth. Okay. What's that smell? Could it be your flesh beginning to sizzle? Fantastic. You love the country. I love this music. No wonder the nightlife seems so active on Alternia. They're all nocturnal to avoid brutal daily roasting. You reach into your pocket for your cool new shades, but you appear to have left them at your new friend's house. Yeah, we left our shades at Sarava's house. You gotta get yourself together, man. The recent physical trauma and extensive blood loss has you a little fuzzy. You weren't built for this wilderness survival shit. Nope, we were built for space survival. You're starting to wish you'd just stolen a effing Lamborghini or something instead of a spaceship. Nah, I'm pretty cool with my spaceship. This seriously isn't looking good. The city is too far away now for you to turn back, so you have no choice but to keep walking. Maybe you can find a cave or a hole in the ground. Maybe you can just cover yourself with grass. Yeah, just roll around in the grass and pretend to be part of the dirt. One with the earth. Or with Alternia. You wish that someone had mentioned the Death Sun in between offering you alien meat products, demon, and calling you their muse, Amesia. Off to your left, in the distance, you catch sight of what might be the shimmer of sunlight on glass. A window, a solar panel. You could seriously clean up with renewable energy on this planet. Should you change your trajectory and go towards the shimmer, it might just be a mirage. We're heading towards the shimmer. It might be a new friend. You turn your aching, stinging meat sack towards the distant, promising sparkle of safety and succor. That's a good word, succor. You focus on just staying upright, one step at a time. Just keep swimming, or whatever. God, this sun though. You need SPF 5 million for this nonsense. But then, almost like it had picked itself up to come scuttling to meet you, you suddenly find yourself in front of a long, low structure. You let out a yelp of anguish, pounding on the door. At least you hope it's the door. Huh? What in the world? Oh, isn't she so pretty? The door opens and you fall inside with one of the most pathetic whimpers of your career, which is not hard to top because we've got a lot of pathetic whimpers. Blessed darkness closes in on you. From right beside you comes a snuffling yip, like some joker is making fun of your dire situation. Ooh, is it a doggy? I see a doggy in the lower right-hand corner on the painting. Something warm and wet glides up your stinging cheek. Now hold on, lady. Give him some room. A pair of hands help you sit up, gently. Your eyes haven't adjusted enough to make out more than a couple of shapes, one upright and one lower to the ground. Now what were you doing out there? Can you stand? Strong arms pull you to your feet. You wonder if everyone on this planet is ridiculously strong, or if you're just extremely flimsy. We do have noodle arms. They guide you to a chair at the end of a long table. Stutteringly, you begin to explain yourself, that you're an injured, exhausted traveler who is ravenous for pals. Well, bless your heart. But hold on a tick. Dinner's about to burn. Oh yeah, she's making us dinner. Now that your rescuer mentioned it, you do smell something. It smells amazing. Funny you should just blunder in here like that. I was just saying, wasn't I, lady? It's been so long since we had any sort of guests who weren't Imperial drones or out to rob us. You rub at your watering, slowly clearing eyes. and when you look back up, your rescuer finally comes into focus. She's tall. Taller than anyone else you've met here, you think. Also, maybe a little older? Not that you're an expert in troll physiology, she just has an air of knowledgeable competence. She's wearing a fringed jacket and holding up a plate. There you go. Your oculars feeling any better down, bub? By the by, my name's Skylla. Pleasure to meet ya. And this here's Lady. Ruff. She looks down, and at first you think she means the table. Then you look under the table at the giant monster dog looking up at you. You jolt so hard you almost fly backward out of your goddamn chair. Whoa there! No need for theatrics. It looks a little like one of those lassie dogs with the pointed noses, except enormous and pure white. It barks practically shake the whole house. Hey there, lady. No need to be rude. They've clearly had one hell of a time and they don't look dangerous. Just real peculiar. Besides, they try anything, you and me can take 'em. Skylla puts her hands on her hips, staring you down with thunderous yellow eyes. Oh, I wouldn't try anything with you, Skylla, right? No funny business, you hear? Yup, of course, ma'am. I swallow and nod, trying to look unthreatening and obliging. Ready for anything, for instance, friendship. You are so ready for that. Skylla sets down the plate she's holding. Here, have a grub cake. There's plenty. That sounds, gross as hell, but what's sitting on the plate looks and smells exactly like a normal pancake, golden brown and crispy at the edges. There's boiled tree blood, too, if you like. I guess she means syrup. And churned dairy product. She puts down a carafe of syrup and a dish of butter. Man, everything here has really weird names. Skylla pours out a cup of some very familiar-smelling liquid. Brown bean juice, you guess? Yeah, instead of coffee. Skylla raises an eyebrow. Nah. That's just coffee. She sits down next to you. Skylla, I love you. You're lucky you were only out in the light of dawn. Nobody wants to be out in direct Alternian sunlight besides jade bloods. And no offense, but you certainly ain't any jade blood that I've ever seen. At first, I thought you were some sort of mutated lusus because you don't have horns and you were grunting and yipping up a storm back there. But you're an alien, right? Don't worry. I won't call the drones. I best get used to being around aliens anyway. Being as how I'm going to be seeing a whole mess of y'all come next sweep. She laughs nervously. You aren't sure what she's talking about. Does she have to go off-world? Do you even need to specify that anymore? It's just natural law at this point. Gravity, the conservation of energy, and you don't know what the F is going on. Lady, would you mind drawing a bath for our guest? No offense, but you could smell like you could use one. Can't argue with that. You offer her a cautious smile. God, she seems so nice and caring, but you've been burned before, and cut, and generally kicked around by fate, and our data. Ugh. It's a tough world out there, but you want to trust Skylla. Lady takes a bucket in her muzzle and runs out into the yard, getting up on her hind legs and batting at the door latch to open it. It's adorable. Who's a good puppy? You're a good puppy. Yes, you are. The sun is high enough now that the whole landscape outside is washed in white. Oh God, the dog. Oh, sweet of you to worry. Lucy are fine going outside for a little while in the daylight. The coats reflect light or something to that effect. I don't really know how it works. I ain't exactly known for my scientific acumen. You tell her that she seems pretty smart from where you're standing. As cynical as you're becoming, you just can't help trying to be her friend. She's just so nice and, wow, really pretty. Not that that's a requirement for friendship, even though she is extremely pretty, but your retinas would have to be way more scalded than that to not notice. Aw, that's nice of you to say. But it wouldn't even really matter if I was a bona fide genius. Someone of my caste could never hope to rise up in the ranks. Best I can hope for is hauling crates on some cargo vessel. Ranks? Cargo vessel? You swallow your bite of grub cake, ready to ask her if she is thinking about joining the military, but just then a swell of noise erupts from outside the house. What's that? Shouts, crashes, and Lady's frantic barks. Skylla gasps and launches herself out of her chair, knocking over the carafe of syrup. It oozes across the tabletop in a sticky wave. Oh no! Not now! What the hell's going on? Bandits! Goddamn lusus thieves! You don't get the chance to ask anything else before Skylla careens towards the door, throwing up an arm as blazing white light pours in. Oh god, she's going to go outside and burn up. She isn't thinking straight. You gotta do something. We gotta help her save her lusus. What the hell? You already experienced the Alternian sun. It sucked a whole lot. Maybe now it'll suck less because of how bad it sucked then. Just a sliding scale of suckage. Out we go! Come on, Skylla! She plunges out into the daylight in the direction of the commotion, and like a big dumb asshole, you barrel out into the blazing hellscape after her. Surprise, it still sucks. You've had sunburns before, but this is ridiculous. This is an effing monster of a gas giant pointing and laughing at the tiny speck of humanity you represent, trembling before the void. It's a pure assault on all your senses. The light is almost as bad as the heat, and you put up your arms to block the glare. Following the dust, Skylla kicks up behind her. You doubt your eyes will ever actually adjust to this effery, but you can see a little better than before. There are about a dozen of them, all of them trolls, all wearing dark, padded outfits that cover their faces. They look halfway between hazmat suits and SWAT uniforms. Yeah, sun protection. And all of them have big, fake-looking guns that probably aren't fake. Oh, in fact, one of them shoots a laser at your face. Eek! You duck and it leaves a blazing heat trail across your cheek. #1 laser dodger in the galaxy. Yep. Yeah, I meant to say that. But as all of you is currently burning, it doesn't really break your stride. Yeah! Skylla throws herself into the fray, letting out a war cry accompanied by the sound of a fist hitting flesh. It's 12 against 2, which, if you remember your fractions right, is not unlike 6 against 1. Yeah! But these guys probably had not been expecting a frontal assault, and they certainly not been expecting Skylla, who is frankly effing terrifying. She shoves 3 trolls down like dominoes, grabbing up the discarded gun and shooting all 3 while they're on the ground. Wow, you go Skylla, go Skylla, go Skylla! You've never been in a fight before, an effing all-out brawl. It's scary, but now that you're in the thick of it, it's also kinda awesome. Sure, your skin's burning and you could be killed at any moment, but that's just how it goes on this planet. You just gotta get into the swing of things. Take no prisoners, kill or be killed, hell yeah! Huh? Oh, she looks so happy. She looks so happy. You pop one of the bandit trolls in the face. Ugh, that probably hurt your fist more than it hurt the troll, but it does throw them off balance for long enough for Skylla to smash the butt of her gun into the side of their head. Yeehaw! Hell yeah! She gives you a wild grin. The two of you are beaming at each other while an hostile alien sun tries to boil away the liquid from your eyeballs and a bunch of bandits try to dognap a giant monster. You love this girl. Yes, I do. In a friendship way. But still, you love her. You make an awesome team. Oh, look at her little fight moves. Look at her, she's just jumping around. Another troll comes up behind Skylla and she smashes an elbow into their throat, grabbing them by the front of their uniform and suplexing them into the dusty ground. She wails on them with her bare hands. God, she's really, really, really hot. Get lady! Yes, ma'am. Oh, right. You stumble over to where the lusus is thrashing inside a big black net. You don't have any way to cut her free, but she's already doing great on her own, biting through the fibers with her big sharp teeth. Woof! You hold the net still for her to finish the job, then pull it off of her so she can join the fray. It's over so fast after that. How did they even get Lady into the net in the first place? She's so giant and quick, grabbing trolls into her jaws and shaking them like giant chew-choys. The remaining 5 would... Whoopsie. The remaining 5 who are still standing jump into their little weird dune buggies and make tracks. Emphasis on the bug. They look like scuttling little beetles. Skylla chases after them for a few hundred yards, throwing the gun after them and shouting obscenities. There she is. And stay away, ya hear? Tell the rest of 'em why you don't ever F with the Rusty's Ranch. Oh, she is so cool. You stand silhouetted against the blazing sun, the dust trails vanishing into the distance. You are awash in heady victory, giggling like a lunatic, before the adrenaline kind of drains out of you all at once. You are violently reminded of your effed up ribs and recent blood loss. The Alternian sun beats down, and your arms are already covered in raised patches of red skin. This is a sunburn turned up to 11. Whoa there, are you okay? Skylla's swaying too. A spray of olive green blood covers her cheek. At least the rainbow blood on this planet means you can be sure it isn't hers. But she still looks rough, kinda how you feel. Lady! Come here, girl! Woof! Wow, you're just gonna sit down for a bit. Maybe just take a little break. The pale landscape swoops, going even paler. No, you can't rest here. You'll die, dumbass. I'm not letting anything happen to my new best friend. Best friend! Get up! New best friend? Holy shit. That makes you so happy. You absolutely can't die here. Not when you made such an amazing friend. Somehow the two of you managed to drag each other across the yard and towards the house. Hive. Yeah, we're learning Alternian. You're gonna get the lingo down if it kills you. Whenever you feel yourself about to fall forward, you lean on Skylla. When you start to fall back, Lady is there to brace herself against the back of your knees. She's such a good lusus. Woof woof. You wonder if she'll be your friend too. Her muzzle is dripping with a soup of multicolored alien blood. When you get back into the darkness of the hives, you can't see shit. Dang, your species really ain't suited for this kind of environment, huh? Can't even see in the dark. In demonstration, you walk right into the table. Ouch. You've about had it with tables. You were sworn enemies at this point. Please don't knock down my nutrition platform. I built it myself. Sorry, Skylla. She sounds exhausted but giddy. Dang, you really did that thing, didn't you? Yeah, we went in a fight. You kind of want to go in for the hug, but that sunburn is really something. It feels like tiny needles piercing your arms and cheeks. The back of your neck is a colony of fire ants. Oh, yeah. Feels real bad, don't it? Come on, there's only one cure for sun rash. Skylla takes your hand. Gosh, this is next level friendship stuff. She leads you through her hive, and who knows if you're ever going to get all your vision back. Maybe you're just blind for life. You have to get a cane and a whimsical aesthetic and learn to navigate the world by smell alone, or become Daredevil. No, that would be stupid. Nah, here we go. My coop ain't huge, but you're kinda scrawny. What you waiting for? Take your clothes off. Man, the sun must have messed with more than just your eyes, because you could have just sworn Skylla just told you to take your clothes off. You're seriously not getting into my recuperacoot in those filthy rags. I'm not even sure what those clothes were supposed to be originally. Yeah, I'm not so sure either. Another new friend, Sarava, told us it was rad, but now we were both a little high at the time on alien butt bug juice. You might be a little high right now, you wonder if sunstroke causes auditory hallucinations. Also, you don't know what a recuperacoon is. Really? Then what the heck do you sleep in on your planet? You hear rustling, followed by the sound of clothes hitting the floor, then a weird gloop gloop, like someone getting into a bathtub, only thicker. If a troll didn't have soaper, well, I don't rightly know what would happen, but I reckon it wouldn't be great. It can speed the healing process for burns and small wounds. I'm not sure what's going to do your weird and alien anatomy, but I don't see how it's going to make it any worse. You can tell Skylla that in your experience, things can, definitely always get worse. Especially from her perspective right now, since she's about to see you naked. Nothing like a little self-deprecating humor as an A+ cover for crippling insecurity. Rocket! Skylla laughs. Come on now. I'm sure you're a perfectly healthy example of your species. Just get in already. I promise this ain't any sort of pale solicitation. Or flush, for that matter. Is that romance? I know it's awkward, but only got the one coop. Right, okay, yeah, you can totally do this. You can make this not weird. Of course, you trip taking off your goddamn pants, and Skylla starts laughing all over again. Not in a mean way, more in a chill, please join me in my slime bathtub, old chum way. In a non-awkward way. In a friend way. Victory! We got to take a bath with Skylla, we met her wonderful lusus lady. And we rescued her from all those bad lusus thieves. Thank you so much for joining me for this episode of HiveSwap Friendsim. This is Interdimensional Traveler IO, and if you haven't already, please like and subscribe to the video. It really helps the channel out. Thank you so much. Over and out.